So yeah, the concept of not being attached to relationships, to possessions, to anything is a really core tenet of Indian spirituality. It gets confused a lot, though, with this idea of not loving or being disconnected. And it isn't that at all. The way that most of us love is very suffocating, right? Has anybody here ever been loved by a mother, a father, a husband, a wife, a friend, where you knew they loved you, but that love really felt like it was suffocating you? Has anybody ever experienced that? I know I have. Anybody else? Yeah, so most of us have. And the reason is because it's what we tend to do to people we love. Especially when we have these very close relationships with them. We tend not to do it so much to the people we love from afar, but we tend to do it with our children, our parents, our spouses, or girlfriends, boyfriends. And that attachment takes a lot of shape. Number one, they need to be and live and speak and do exactly as we want them to. So we love them, assuming that they are talking to us the way we would like to be spoken to, living their life exactly the way that we think they should be living it, doing what we think they should be doing. Another way to think about it is sort of love with strings, right? I love you, but here's how I expect you to live. And of course, we always say things like, if you loved me, it's not for me I want it. I mean, it's for you I want it. And if you loved me, this is what you would do. You'd come home on time, you'd work less, you'd be nicer to me, you would eat all your vegetables, you would clean your room, you would study harder, you would do better in school, you would only date or marry the type of people I would like you to be dating or marrying. You'd get the type of job that I wanted you to get. Now, we may really love them, but that love is far from unconditional, and it's suffocating them because it's creating a situation where they are not free. Unconditional love just says, I love you. It doesn't mean I don't care how you live. Doesn't mean I'm going to stop reminding you to take your vitamins or eat your vegetables or take care of your health. But it means I'm going to stop needing you to live a certain way for me to be okay. Because underlying all of that we say is actually for the other person is really just my mental peace. I want you to act, to live, to dress, to speak, to choose according to what I think is right. Because otherwise it creates too much anxiety in me. I don't like that anxiety in me, so I'm going to control your life so I don't experience that anxiety. That's obviously not healthy for them, but it's also not healthy for you as the one loving. Because you're constantly needing them to be a certain way. Love is free. Love is open-hearted, juicy, exuberant. When love is constantly looking, did they do the right thing? Are they going to do this? What if they do that? We're stressed, we're worried all the time. Then we're judgmental. Now, in your case, in terms of the attachment to their actual physical bodies, I don't know of a way to love someone deeply and fully and not have an attachment on some level to their body being alive and healthy. We all have it. Because of course, when you love someone, yes, on the deepest, highest level, we love their soul, their spirit. But that soul and spirit is manifesting inside this physical body, through this physical body. Our way of interacting with their soul, with their spirit, with their essence is through that physical body. And so we become attached to it. The dilemma with that is people get sick and die. And especially when it's your parents. Well, assuming that the law of nature works the way the law of nature works, you will bury them rather than them burying you. I mean, if you think about it, the only alternative to you losing your parents is they lose you. Right? There's no other way out. We're all going to die. So either they die first and you lose them, or as you've got this sense of no, that shouldn't happen, essentially what you're saying to the universe is, they should lose me. Which I think is even more painful. I think as children, as painful as it is to lose our parents, there's some level in which we all know at some point it's going to happen. It is the natural order of things. Whereas parents burying children, there's an element that's significantly more tragic about that because it's not the natural order of things. So you're not going to stop being attached. There's no magic wand that I can give you. What I would say instead, though, is instead of allowing the anxiety to build around the attachment, because simply loving their physical bodies and, being attached to having them around, that's natural. But instead of allowing it to create the anxiety, that paralyzing attachment, that attachment that says, I cannot live without it, I must have it. That attachment that says, I am so attached to them that if something happens to them, I will also go. Instead of that, allow yourself to really develop a practice of appreciation, of gratitude, of just being grateful in every minute and every moment that they are there. So there's two ways of thinking about it. Here they are sitting in front of you. One way is, oh my God, there's going to come a day and I won't have them. Oh my God, when's that going to be? Oh my God. Another way is, oh God, thank you. Thank you for them sitting here in front of me. Thank you, God. So just allow, oh my God, to become thank you, God, as you think about them. Just allow yourself to express gratitude every minute that they're there. Thank you, God. And you know there will be a moment when they're not there. But why waste the moments where they are, worrying about the moments when they're not? Instead, allow yourself to be in deep appreciation that they are here. And that'll help dissipate that hold of the attachment.